Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our Cyber Essentials journey. We're halfway through already. Hasn't time flown? Today we're talking about access management, which is one of my favourite topics. I probably could talk about it for a good couple of hours, but I promise to keep this one short and sweet so you're not all bored. So let's go. First thing is talking around having a proper process in place for deprovisioning our identities. So it's really important that when someone leaves the organisation, they don't continue to have access to our data, our systems, our resources, etc. So if you're a larger business, you can look at automating this process. But for smaller organisations, make it easy for yourself by using a single sign-on application. So something like Azure AD or Okta or Ping. So that means that when a user leaves the business, you only have one account to deprovision, so it's a lot more secure because you're not having to remember kind of what everyone has access to. The next one is to have a model of least privilege. So this means that staff should only have access to the apps that they need for their role. So for example, you might have an invoicing application. Not everyone in the finance team necessarily needs to have access to that application. It might just be the one or two people who deal with invoicing, and by doing that, what you're doing is really reducing your attack surface. So that's what all these controls are about, really. It's just keeping that attack surface as small as possible, because the smaller your attack surface is, the less likely you are to get attacked. Final point I'm going to talk around is admin accounts. So the same rule applies here with least privilege. Believe it or not, not everyone in your IT team needs to have a global admin account. The maximum number of GA accounts that we would recommend is 5. We'd also recommend using a privileged identity management solution. So the one that I usually talk around is PIM in Azure AD Plan 2. I'm sure others are available, but that's the one that I know about. And what that lets you do is it lets you elevate privileges for a specific amount of time to complete an administrative task, and then the account goes back to being a normal user account. So this reduces the attack surface, because even if everyone in IT has their privileges elevated for during work hours, it's still more secure than them having an admin account which is switched on for 24 hours a day. So that's kind of the 3 main points I wanted to talk around. What we need to do for Cyber Essentials is make sure we control access to data through user accounts, only give admin privileges to people that need them, and make sure we have separate admin accounts to perform specific tasks. So you might have a SharePoint admin, an Exchange admin, etc. I have written a blog on privileged identity management, and I'll drop a link to that in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I will be back soon for pillars 4 and 5. Bye!